Right, everybody, Manchester United 5, Leicester City 2. This is going to be a quick match reaction, kind of reviewing the game and giving you my thoughts and opinions. Now, don't forget to always leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. This is a very good game by United. Obviously, Ruud van Nistelrooy's first game in charge. A lot of positive to take from the game. I think the way that we won the game, 5 goals scored. I think the defence was pretty poor. But listen, let's start off by talking about the goals. Casemiro, what a goal he scored. An absolute world-class finish. Into the top corner, he looked like a man who could have went on and got a hat-trick. He was absolutely world-class. Even besides the goal, just in midfield, he was sharp, alert. I think overall, Ruud van Nistelrooy obviously got a lot of backing from the fans, which is great. He had a great performance, and what a manager. What a start to United managerial career. 1 game, 1 win, 5 goals scored, 2 conceded. He'll probably be in the dugout for the game against Chelsea, which again is another big game which we'll talk about. But this game, there was a lot of good things that we've seen. I think players actually cared. I think there was a lot of chances created in that first half. We could have had a lot more goals even in that second half. I think there was a definitely change in mentality. United wanted to score goals. They wanted to prove a point. And you always want to prove a point when there's a new manager. And again, I think we did very, very well. As I said, there were some few warning niggles, which did concern me a little bit. But overall, we dominated possession. Leicester didn't really offer much. There was a lot of focus on Manchester United going into the game. And I think Ruud van Nistelrooy deserved a lot of praise for the way he kind of handled himself, handled the team. There was a lot of pressure. As I said, some decisions that you wouldn't agree with. But again, you have to realise it's the same coaching staff, the same sort of players, that it was a similar way to Ten Hag played. The pressing looked very, very similar. But again, it's different under Ruud van Nistelrooy. I hope he stays when the new manager comes in, which will probably be Amorim. But again, for me, the standout player for me, if we look at positives, I think the goals, we scored 5. In the last 2 Carabao Cup games, we scored 12 goals, which is very, very good. I don't know who we're getting the draw. It'll be announced soon. But again, very positive in that. Ugarte was alright. I think definitely Garnacho was fantastic. I think the way that we played with Galore, crossing some quick passes. But for me, the standout player was Casemiro. You look at some of the goals. Let's talk about the goals we conceded, because that is a big negative ultimately. The Conor Cody goal, absolutely crap defending for Manchester United. And the first goal by Leicester, it was just poor defending by Manchester United. I think Altay needs to do much better on the goals. Obviously, you can't really blame him, he doesn't play much, but that's goalkeeping basics, which you should kind of be able to do. I'm not really convinced by Bayendia. I'm happy with Onana being into the team. In terms of other negatives, again, I thought Rashford didn't have the greatest game. Xerxes didn't have the greatest game. But again, there were a lot of positives to take. I think rotations defensively on the ball were very, very good. As I said, the goals, let's talk about, the Casemiro one, that was absolutely world-class finish. Well-worked goal for the Garnacho one. Great bit of play by Casemiro into Galore. Galore finally got an assist. Again, today, I wasn't really happy with his performance, but anyway, that was what Ericsson scored. Sorry, not Ericsson. Garnacho scored again. Ericsson, Bruno Fernandes, free kick. Like, a lot of positives and lots of bits of confidence to take, which I definitely would going forward. Now, as I said, Ruud, he'll have a big change. He'll have talks about what we're going in that game, but overall very positive. Leicester didn't really offer too much. There were a few gaps in midfield. Most of our mistakes are probably just sloppy little errors, which again United need to avoid, because against Chelsea they probably will punish us. But yeah, I think we take this momentum. We go into the game. I think Chelsea actually lost their Carabao Cup game, so we have momentum going into this game. And we really got to prove a point. We got to prove why we should be taken seriously, why we are one of the best teams in the league. We are still the biggest club, and yes, we're under a tough period. But again, it was a game we should be won. And if we didn't win, there would have been a lot of scrutiny on Van Nistelrooy. So credit to him for going out, getting a performance from these players who haven't really performed enough this season. Again, I think Garnacho was a bright spark. We were fluid in attack. And again, we look like a team full of confidence. And the players, they did prove a big point today. They proved to Van Nistelrooy why they can go out there and really have an impact for this football club. So again, lots of positives. Big up to the players. some great goals in there, some great building blocks to take going forward to bring momentum on this Manchester United side. But we must move on, we must build up. A great debut for Van Nistelrooy as a manager. As you can see, he's well loved by the fans. But again, we probably dominated possession. We had the most, we had more shots, more stats, and we ultimately did enough to win the game. 5 goals there was a positive. You're at home, you progress to the next round. We'll see who we get in that, and ultimately go on. You take it game by game. But again, this is an opportunity for us to win a trophy. We won it. There's a lot of positives. And yeah, I'm not going to repeat too much, but that's been the match reaction. Stay tuned for the player ratings. Very, very happy. Van Nistelrooy's first game. Let's see what happens. He'll be in the game probably for the dugout against Chelsea. Another home game. Fans will be with him. Listen, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.